they have to update their air dispersion modeling. When the air dispersion modeling was done, they looked at the impact of Earth and the ambient air quality in the area, so the background, and they combine those and they look at that in their in their modeling to determine whether or not, to determine what the impact is. And they do it for each of the NACs. The National Ambient Air Quality Standards. So there are 6 air quality standards that they model. So when they first did the modeling, that's what was required. But the EPA has changed its criteria since that modeling was done. So now they have to do, and so originally they would have just had to, because the only thing that they had concern with was PM, they would have just looked at PM, which is one of the NACs. But now they're looking at, they have to remodel all 6 NACs. And because they've changed their criteria, they don't just have to look at HERT against the background. They have to look at HERT and the background and cumulative impact, which is what people have been asking for all along, so they're going to get what they asked for. But that means,
what's the difference? What's the cumulative impact?
It's like all of them put together, all of the emissions, not just HERC, but everything around there.
That's what, okay, so the accumulation of
Right.
ambient plus HERC? Okay.
so my understanding is that means the cumulative impact would be, so you now have to take into account anything. You're not just looking at the neighborhood. HERC has a fairly small footprint in terms of its impact, but there are things in the Twin Cities that have an impact, a much greater impact. So suddenly the impact, the combined impact of those along with, and how they have an impact on HERC have to be considered. That's my understanding.
So do they now have to do an EIS?
That's not the question that Sarah asked.
Are you recording?
She
Yes.
is.
Okay,
This
good.
is,
So this isn't a CEAC meeting, so
This isn't a part of CEAC?
it's a committee meeting. I mean, I think you should ask permission
I did.
for the CEAC meetings. This isn't a CEAC meeting, this is a subcommittee meeting. This
Okay.
is slightly different.